Hey, Cancer. We're here to do your reading. We are going to start off with the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle deck for an overall energy. I'm distracted because my dog is right on the other side of this table. And yeah, let's see what we got here. See if this is even the deck. There we go. Sacrifice. Yowza. Okay. You must find the ebb and flow of life within your very self. Embracing it all is embracing truth. It's like a little bit of a sort of menstruation to a human heart situation happening here, with the moon phases around. How very Cancerian with the phases. And, well, that was a 36 card, and then we have the inner power. Let it be known, no. Let it be known, no. Will or desire is more powerful than I, embodied. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. I'm not gonna read that, but I do want to know what there's a boiled down word for these. Change. Sacrifice. Change. Some things are gonna change, which I think you already know. 20. Inner power, unleashing. I think this season has been interesting for water signs. It can't just be me. I'm not saying bad, but like, as a Pisces, I thought this was gonna be like, it's gonna be in my energy, and no, this, as much as I wanted to rally, this Pisces season has been very physically taxing and introspective. Like, that's not necessarily like devastating, but not super ideal either. Okay, change. Okay, it's so weird. The moon, okay. I'm just picking whatever deck comes to me when I go over there to look. What would make sense with what we're talking about. So we got the Moonology deck, which is a moon phase deck. It kind of gives oracle predictions. Hey you, it's okay. We'll make dinner soon. The change and empowering change. Let's see what these have to say. Your commitment is being tested. No, first quarter moon. And you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. I feel like you would already know this. It's time to release negativity. Interesting. I personally don't have any planets in Cancer, but I feel like I was just thinking about this recently. That a friend brought it up to me, actually. We were just speaking on self-fulfilling prophecies. And they're different, like, when you're a kid from when you're older. Like, when you're a kid and kind of be imposed on you. And, that's a more challenging, I don't know what word to use, like, thing? But, like, it's a more challenging complex, potentially, if you don't have someone in the mix combat, like, or refute, arguing against whatever that negativity is, potentially. I mean, it doesn't necessarily even have to be negativity. It could be someone saying you're capable of everything, and then somebody just rests on their rest on their laurels later in life. Doesn't work for greater things. Which we're all, in a way. I'm getting the vibe that you knew something to be true, or you've been coming over time to this realization that you do have an inner power, or you do have something. There's something that's transmuting. So that something was really ideal, and through the ebb and flow of life, that literally is on this card. And I looked at it as I was saying it. Wow. Even just this spicy season, doubt has filtered in. A commitment is being tested. It's time to release negativity. If some challenges, however true and valid, if they're making you doubt things you were sure about, maybe write it out. Like, literally, like, write it down and say, like, what has me feeling some kind of way? I was feeling this way, I was feeling certain and empowered at this time, and after these series of challenges, I'm feeling just not great about stuff now. And this could be general that I'm like feeling not great about stuff right now. We have all those moments. Like, it's totally like fine to process that. Like, it's fine to feel it. It's when we sit in it, which I am absolutely guilty of. So when we sit in it, the damage and manifestations and spiraling happens. We say and do and act in ways that will have effects. Hopefully not long term, but they could have long term effects. And it was just all the more challenging to come back from. I'll admit that I struggle with this one too. Deciding whether or not something is truly worth re-navigating, or if I'm just tired and it's clouding my judgment when it comes to feeling dissatisfaction. I'm not saying you're feeling overwhelming dissatisfaction, but there's something. But you got this. I think if you write it out, maybe write it out and get some sleep. And I know it's not always that easy, because I've tried both of those things too. You would try again. But you are good enough, and you have this inner power. You know you do. And sometimes that's even more frustrating. I'll throw that in there too. Sometimes that's even more frustrating. There's gotta be a reason. It's because your commitment is being tested. I'm like, but why? Alright. I only did 2 decks for... I think I only did 2 decks for the other signs, but we're gonna try one more. And just to see. Just to see if it'll give us anything. Careful, baby. It left 2. I wonder if these are the same 2. Whoa! Whoa! Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And then we have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Change. We already had sacrifice goes with change. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. It's okay, baby. Well, I mean, health is definitely something to bear in mind. I'm not a medical doctor. I cannot give you any advice on that whatsoever. Do what you can, basically, listen to your body. Maybe you're trying to do something now that you did in the past. I want to say everything happens for a reason. It doesn't mean don't honor how you feel. It doesn't mean that at all. It's not to validate anything either. Just an unfortunate truth. Sometimes. Try to hold on to the energy that you can do what you're doing. You have the power that you have. Don't let things that you knew slip through your fingers right now. Don't let your certainty slip through your fingers right now. I'm not saying anything bad's gonna happen. Just saying you can likely have a more pleasant experience if you do those things. Well, I'm gonna keep these short and sweet to the best of my ability. So, wish you luck here, and I'll talk to you again soon. Oops.